Hi everyone, myself Dr. P. Soumya, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. In this session, I'm going to discuss about definitions and terminology of environmental pollution, pollution control technologies, and global environmental problems. So, first question is define pollution, name pollutants of air pollution. Define pollution. Pollution means it is the introduction of contaminants. It is the introduction of contaminants into a natural environment that causes instability, disorder, harm, or discomfort to ecosystem. So pollution, it is nothing but it is the introduction of contaminants, introduction of pollutants into natural environment that causes instability of environment, disorder, and which harm to the and also which discomfort to the ecosystem. Pollution is nothing but it is the introduction of contaminants or pollutants into the natural environment which causes different adverse effects to the ecosystem. Pollution, it can take the form of chemical substances or energy such as noise, heat, or light. So pollution, it is a different types of pollutions are there. So like noise pollution, noise pollution, air pollution, and soil pollution, and also environmental pollution. So it can take form of chemical substances or energy such as noise, heat, or light. They contribute about 90% of the global air pollution. So the chemical substances, so these are contributing about 90% of global air pollution. So here some of gases which are causing the air pollution, they are carbon oxides like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and also nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, and also volatile organic compounds, mostly hydrocarbons, and suspended particulate matter. These all are contributing about 90% of global air pollution. Carbon oxides, nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, and volatile organic compounds like hydrocarbons. So carbon oxides, example carbon monoxide in the carbon dioxide, and also nitrogen oxides like NO2 and nitric oxide and nitrous oxide, and also sulfur dioxide, sulfur oxides like sulfur trioxide and sulfur dioxide, and also these include hydrocarbons, any hydrocarbon, so which is in gaseous state, so that is causing the air pollution. So they are the some of the pollutants which are causing the air pollutions. So they are contributing about 90% of the global air pollution. So pollution means it is the introduction of pollutants into the environment is called as pollution. So here, the carbon oxides, nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, and also hydrocarbons. These are some of the pollutants which are causing the air pollution. What is noise pollution? Mention its sources. Next pollution is noise pollution and mention its sources. Sound that is unwanted or that disturbs the activity or balance of human or animal life is called as noise. So noise, it is nothing but it is a sound that is unwanted sound. So that is unwanted or that disrupts the activity or that disrupts the balance of human or animal life. So that is called as noise. So here, so noise, it is nothing but it is the sound that is unwanted sound which is disrupts the balance of human or animal life is called as noise. So when there is a lot of noise in the environment, so then it is termed as noise pollution. So when there is a lot of noise in the environment, so that is referred as the noise pollution. So sources of noise pollutions, these are including automobiles, factories, industries, aircrafts, and also use of pressure horns. So sources of noise pollutions are many sources of noise pollutions are there. So in that automobiles, factories, industries, aircrafts, and use of pressure horns, and also recreational noise of loudspeakers with full volume, particularly at night. So these are also called as noise pollution. So domestic noise, that is radio, transistors, TV sets. So these are called as domestic noise. So these are including radio. So the noise which is come from the radio and transistor TV sets. These noise levels, these are acute near railway junctions and also traffic around about but terminals and airports. So these all are the sources of noise pollution. So noise, it is nothing but it is a sound that is unwanted sound which disrupts the human or animal life. And if the lot of noise is present in environment, so that is called as noise pollution. So we have many sources of noise pollution. So these are including automobiles, factories, industries, aircrafts, and also so we are having some domestical noise also. So that is coming from radio, transistors, TV sets which are used in our homes, and so some other sources are these are. So the noise pollution, it will occur from the railway junctions, traffic around, and also so from the terminals and airports. That is aircrafts. So these are the sources, and this is a definition of noise pollution and sources of noise pollution. So next question is, what are the natural and man-made pollutants that cause air pollution? What are the natural and man-made pollutants that cause air pollution? Air pollution, it is nothing but the pollution which is in environment, that is atmosphere, that is air pollution. So we have different pollutants like carbon oxides, nitrogen oxides, and sulfur oxides, and also hydrocarbons. So these are all mainly main pollutants of air pollution. So here, what are the natural and man-made pollutants that cause air pollution means? So we have both the pollutants like man-made pollutants and natural pollutants. So if we see the natural pollutants, natural contaminants, so these are including fungi, spores, cysts, and cyst and bacteria, methane, dust. So these all are natural contaminants like fungi, spores, bacteria, and means microorganisms and dust, and also methane. This include natural contaminants. Next one natural contaminant is carbon monoxide. This is produced from methane gas. Carbon monoxide, which is produced from methane gas, and also volcanic eruptions by forest fire, and also electric storms and solar flares, and also the contaminants, the sources of contaminants. So these are including again. So, like salt spray from ocean dust storms, and also hydrogen sulfide, cosmic dust. So, these all are the natural pollutants which are causing the air pollution. Natural contaminants, these are including microorganisms, and also methane, and also the carbon monoxide which is coming from the methane using. So, air pollution also taking place by volcanic eruptions, forest fire, and also electric storms and solar flares. So, some other pollutants are that they are man-made sources. Man-made sources are emission. These are emissions from the vehicle like carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. So these are the sources. Emission from the vehicles are that is all the automobiles. Rapid industrialization also. So one of the man-made source. When agricultural activities, warfares, automobile revolution, and deforestation and burning of fossil fuel. So these all are producing pollutants which are coming into the environment. So these are causing the air pollution. So we have two types of pollutants like natural pollutants and man-made pollutants. So both are polluting the environment. So these are causing the environmental pollution, that is air pollution. So next question is mention various methods to control air pollution in industries. So here some methods are there. So we have to prevent the formation of pollutants first. So how to control the air pollution in industries means first we have to prevent the formation of pollutants. So here next one is minimize their emission at the source itself. We have to minimize the emission of hazardous gases at the source itself. Control of the pollutant at the source can be accomplished in several ways. So here we can control in other ways, like these are including raw material changes by using raw material changes and also operational changes and modification or replacement of process equipment, more effective operation of existing equipment. So here by using different methodology, optimizing techniques like raw material changes and by using operational changes and also modification or replacement of process equipment, more effective operation of existing equipment. So by using this we can optimize the we can minimize the emission of hazardous gases and chemicals into the environment. So these are the some of methods which are controlling the air pollution in industries. So next one is discuss soil pollution caused by fertilizer. So here soil pollution it will takes place many so this is many ways like this. So seepage from landfill, so like a discharge of industrial waste into soil and percolation of contaminated water into the soil. And also another reason is the rupture of underground storage tanks and excess application of pesticides, herbicides or fertilizer, solid waste seepage, deforestation and soil erosion. So these are the some of the reasons so by which soil pollution is occurring. So here first reason is seepage from the landfill. Seepage from the landfill or discharge of industrial waste into the soil. Discharge of the soil industrial waste into the soil. This is the main reason for the soil pollution. And also next reason is percolation of contaminated water into the soil. So percolation or of contaminated water into the soil and also rupture of underground storage tanks, like any storage tanks like petrochemicals and any other storage tank or chemical tanks. So here by using this rupture of underground tanks, so the soil is contaminated. And also excess application of pesticides and herbicides or fertilizers. So these are having phosphates and nitrates. So here because of a high concentration in fertilizers, so these are causing the soil pollution. So here the remaining part of that fertilizer, it is contaminating the soil. So here excess amount of fertilizer, herbicides, pesticides, these are causing the soil pollution. And also another reason is solid waste seepage. Deforestation is also one of the cause of soil pollution. Because of deforestation, soil erosion takes place, degradation of soil is taking place. So this is also causing the soil pollution. The deforestation and erosion also causing the uh, soil pollution. So these are the some of the reasons which are causing the soil pollutions. So next question is discuss the adverse health effects due to industrial noise. So here what are the adverse effects of noise pollution? So according to the WHO, that is a World Health Organization, it has documented adverse health effects of noise pollution on humans. So one of the effect is hearing impairment. Hearing impairment, it is taking place severely in children. So here in this hearing impairment, children seem to be more vulnerable than adults. Hearing impairment, it is taking place more in children than adults. So long exposure to high sound levels, these are causing loss of hearing. First health effect is hearing impairment. Second health effect is loss of hearing is taking place because of long exposure to high sound levels. These are causing loss of hearing. So these are occurs at level of 80 decibels. So these are occurring at levels of 80 decibels. Interference with spoken communication include problems with concentration, fatigue, uncertainty, lack of self-confidence, and also it is causing irritation, misunderstandings, and decreased working capacity, disturbed interpersonal relationship, and also it is leading to the stress. So because of so here main effects are hearing impairment and also loss of hearing. So some other problems are concentration. So here concentration, fatigue, uncertainty, lack of self confidence, irritation, misunderstandings, decreased working capacity, and also stress reactions. So these are the some of adverse effects due to industrial noise or noise pollution. Next question is explain how groundwater get polluted. So here groundwater means what is groundwater means? Groundwater, it is the water contained beneath the surface of rocks. So groundwater, it is a water contained beneath the surface in rocks and soil, and it is the water that accumulates underground in the fires. So here these are the groundwater. Groundwater are polluting. So in by many reasons, pollutants usually enter groundwater when polluted surface water percolates down from the earth's surface. Pollutants usually enter the groundwater when polluted surface, surface water percolates down from the earth surface. So insecticides, herbicides, chemical fertilizer, and petroleum products, these are the common groundwater pollutants. Insecticides, herbicides, fertilizers, and also some petroleum products. These are the main pollutants for groundwater. So here, so this pollution is taking place by entering the groundwater. So here pollutants are by entering pollutants into the groundwater when polluted surface water percolates down from the earth surface. So other sources of pollution includes septic tanks, unlined landfills, and also industrial wastewater lagoons. So other pollutants are for groundwater are other sources are including septic tanks, unlined landfills, and also industrial wastewater lagoons. So these all are the some of sources of pollution which are causing the groundwater pollution. Next question is define solid waste. Solid waste means it is defined as non-liquid, non-soluble materials ranging from municipal garbage to industrial waste. So that contain a complex and sometimes hazardous substances. So it is a solid waste means it is a non-liquid and non-soluble materials. Solid waste, it is a non-liquid and non-soluble materials ranging from municipal garbage to the industrial waste that contain complex and sometimes hazardous materials are called as solid waste. Solid waste also, these are including garbage, rubbish, demolition products like bricks, and sewage treatment residue, dead animals, manure, and other discarded materials are examples of solid waste. Solid waste means it is a non-liquid and non-soluble solid material, so which is ranging from municipal garbage to industrial waste, so which is containing a complex and hazardous materials. Solid waste, it includes the garbage and also rubbish, demolition products like any construction demolition products, sewage treatment residue, dead animals, manure, and other discarded materials are come under solid waste. So next question is how we measure water quality. So how we measure water quality? It is a physical, chemical, and biological characteristics. Water quality it is measured by using three factors like physical factor, chemical, and biological characteristics of water. So physical factors means these are including suspended materials called suspended solids and dissolved substances, dissolved solids. So physical factors these are including suspended solids, dissolved physical factors. So these are including suspended solids as well as total dissolved solids. Dissolved solids, suspended solids, and dissolved solids. These are come under physical factors. So here quality it is depends upon physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of water. Physical factors including suspended materials and also dissolved substances, dissolved solids. Chemical factors including concentration of ions, concentration of pollutants, etc. So here chemical factors these are including concentration of ions, concentration of salts, concentration of pollutants which are present in water. So concentration of salts like any salt like which will cause the which will adverse effects to the water like any salt. So like calcium bicarbonate, calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, which will cause the hardness to the water. And pollutants like heavy metals like mercury, lead, arsenic. So this will cause the water pollution. So these are very these are having adverse effects on human health. So here these are including concentration of ions. So chemical factors including concentration of ions, pollutants, biological factors including presence of organisms like plankton, microinvertebrates, fish, nutrients like that. So we have to measure each and every factor like physical factor, chemical factor, and biological factor of water. So to assess the quality of water, to assess which quality, the quality of water. So we have to measure three factors: physical factor, chemical factors, as well as biological factor. Next question is mention treatment methods used for industrial effluents. So we have different methods for treatment of industrial effluents. The content of industrial effluent varies from one industry to one industry. The content which is the content of industrial effluent, it will varies from one industry to one industry and therefore requires varying treatment. So one industry require one treatment, another industry requires other type of treatment methods. So based on this specific industry producing, so this method industrial method treatment of methods for industrial effluents, this is depending upon the specific industry producing, because the effluent, industrial effluent, these are varying from one industry to another industry. So here the specifications for releasing various types of industrial effluents into the public network are surface water courses. It is not only determined by the concentration of BOD and COD and suspended solids, so but also by the content of organic and also inorganic elements, so which may vary from country to country. So selecting a treatment method for industrial effluent, this is depends primarily on the different factors. First factor is identifying the various pollutants present in the effluent. So first we have to identify various which pollutants are present in effluents. After that we have to characterize the effluents. Second one is characterizing the effluents. So, third one is it is regulating the sewers and separating the waste streams. Regulating the sewers and separating the waste streams. So last one is selecting the treatment technology based on the different available physical, chemical, and biological treatment capabilities. So here the method, the treatment method of industrial effluents. So these are depending upon the pollutants which are coming out from the industry. So first we have to identify the various pollutants present in the effluent. After that we have to characterize the effluent. So after that we have to regulate the sewers and separating the waste stream. So after doing all these things, identifying and characterization and regulating, we have to select the proper method which is used for the removal of all those things like physical, chemical, and biological factors. and also biological factors of the water. So these are the methods which are used for. This is the way to select the treatment method which is used for the industrial effluents. So what is next definition is define e-waste. What are the effects of e-waste on environment? E-waste, it is nothing but electronic waste. E-waste means it is nothing but electronic waste. E-waste means it is a E means electronic waste. It is applied to all waste caused by discarding electronic devices. E-waste, it is applied to all waste discard. It is caused by the discarding electronic devices, especially consumer electronics. Especially consumer electronics. E-waste, it is a major concern in areas of personal computing and wireless devices that are quickly discarded by consumers. So here the e-waste, it is a major concern in areas of personal computing and wireless devices, so which are quickly discarded by consumers. So because the lifespan of these electronics are short-lived due to rapid technological advances and lower cost to purchase each year. So cost and also the technological advances are changing by year to year. So that's why. So here the consuming of the electronic gadgets is increasing. So that's why e-waste is increasing. So the e-waste is increasing. So by personal computing on wireless devices, so that are quickly discarded by the consumers, because the lifespan of these electronics are so very less, and also due to increment in technological advances and lower cost. So here e-waste is increasing. So electronic waste is increasing. So day by day. So what are the effects of e-waste? So emissions from the e-waste, though these are creating environmental damage. E-waste, it is having some metallic substances which will cause the which emit the gases, and also so these are causing the environmental pollution, and these are creating the environmental damage. Toxic chemicals which are produced from e-waste, these are enter into the soil and also crop and also food pathway. So these are first entering into the soil, after that this is enter into the crop, and after that this is enter into the food and also human, like that. So it is enter into the soil, crop, food pathway. So these are non-biodegradable, and these will cause the soil pollution. So e-waste, so these are including some polymers like these are not biodegradable. So these cause soil pollution. E-waste, it is dumping yards and nearby places. These are polluted and cause health hazards. So e-waste dumping yards and nearby places, these are contaminated, completely contaminated with the toxic gases and toxic chemicals. So this will lead to the health effects. So these are the effects and definition of e-waste. E-waste means it is nothing but electronic waste. Effects are so these are having many effects of on the human as well as uh, all the animals and also plants. So because these are producing toxic chemicals and toxic gases which are not good to the environment. These are causing the environmental damage. So next question is, what is bioremediation? Bioremediation refers to the process of using microorganisms to remove the environmental pollutants or prevent pollution. Bioremediation, it refers to the process of using microorganisms to remove the environmental pollutants or prevent pollution. Bioremediation, it is a process of removing from the environment by using microorganisms. So the removal of organic waste by microbes for environmental cleanup, it is the essence of bioremediation. So one example of bioremediation is it is a removal of organic waste by microbes. So it is used for environmental cleanup. It is used for environmental cleanup. The other names used for bioremediation are biotreatment, bio-reclamation, and bio-restoration. So other names of bio-remediation are bio-treatment, bio-treatment, bio-reclamation, and bio-restoration. So here, bioremediation, it is the process of removal of pollutants like biopollutants from the environment by using microorganisms or microbes. So xenobiotics, these are broadly referred to the unnatural, foreign and synthetic chemicals such as pesticide, herbicide and other organic compounds. So xenobiotics, these are referred to the unnatural, foreign and synthetic chemicals as pesticide, herbicide and other compounds. So what is bioremediation means? So removal of pollutants from the environment by using biological, microorganisms. So by using this, we can remove organic waste from the environment. So this is about bioremediation, and thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.